Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Babies.
This is George Corpse Fisher from Cannibal Corpse.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13.
This is Dad from Devil Driving.
This is Motorist from Quad. You're listening to Rabid Noise
on Rabid Radio.
Turn it up.
Hey, Dustin, how are you, man?
Great, how are you?
Yeah, excellent, dude. It's great to talk to you, man, and thanks for taking the time to talk about Starset.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate the interest.
Yeah, awesome band. And I'm pretty damn excited about this tour, as I think you guys are going to be bringing something pretty special down here, and I think it's your first time, am I right?
Yeah, it is. I was there a few years ago in Adelaide for a few months for the International Space University when I was in town. I've never been in town for music, and really excited. There's been a lot of fans from there hitting us up over the last couple of years, trying to get us down there, and it's awesome to finally come through for them.
And I guess see a little bit more of the country as well.
Yeah, last time I was a poor student. This time I'm hoping to be able to enjoy some of the natural wonders there. It's the animals and the geography and geology as well.
Excellent. Well, it sounds like you're as excited as what we are, and you recently released your sophomore album, Vessel, and it's actually the song Satellite that got me into you guys. So I kind of feel like I'm a little bit late in the game, but I've just gone back and listened to everything. I'm really enjoying it. But have you had, you found that, your following is growing more and more now that album has been released? I mean, you've had a strong following before that, but has it opened a few more doors?
Yeah. With this record, as we've headlined, it's just been a room full of people singing along, and that's been one of the bigger changes that I really appreciate. It's really fun. At the same time, we still have there are moments in every single show where people just sort of stare and they're transfixed. And it took us a long time to realize that was like sort of the ultimate compliment. But yeah, I mean, I think the crowd's growing and reaching a little bit of a level of respect within the rock community, which has been nice because there have been holdouts throughout this process because of what we're doing and how it's different.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of dudes who are in heavier bands, like Logan Matter from Once Human used to be in Machine Head. He loves you guys. A few other dudes that I know that are in heavy death bands love you guys as well. I think it's opened a few doors and opened a few minds. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's always super cool. Heavy bands and various other colleagues from other bands. It's wild to get their praises. It's an honor.
And of course, the new album Vessels is awesome, and it's a little bit heavier and a bit darker than the first album. Was that the plan going into it, to tie into the part of the story and things like that?
Yeah, the early goals of the record were to use the electronics in a more deliberate way, draw some of the some sort of song structures from EDM, whereas the old record, the Transitions record, used electronics in a more ambient way. And then when it comes to the guitar work and the drum work, to use a bit of progressive elements in the drums and a little bit of djent and a little bit of metal in the guitars at times. And then also paint a little bit more of a diverse, dynamic scape where it can go from pop to metal. I actually got in a little bit of trouble early on by even mentioning the word pop. People were just terrified that we were doing a pop record. And even after they heard the record, some people were still like, oh, it's too pop. Just because of that, me having said the word pop, it just never went away, even though it's clearly heavier at times than anything we've done.
Oh, and the screaming as well. You've got one hell of a scream too, dude. It's pretty brutal at times. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you. I love employing it live, especially. I'm always working on various voice charactering, from the sort of intimate and to also this maybe just almost computer-like sterility, but then very emotive, but also heavy. I just really want to use voicing to convey convey the emotion on multiple levels.
Oh, absolutely, man. And of course, musically, it's quite complex. And it also seems like there's, this time around, a few more layers musically and vocally. It sounds like it takes quite a long time to craft it. Like, if you strip back all the layers, like, I've listened to the albums quite a lot, and especially this new one, it just sounds like it would have taken a long time. Is that right?
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, I spent a lot of time trying to just craft a sonic goal before I do any writing, and then the music, the general chord structure, to at least parts of songs comes next, and then I try to get general vocal, I guess, melodic motif or melodic pieces that will really create the song, and from there it's like concept, and then lyrics take forever, and then I go back and write in the next pieces of the music, and eventually, once there's enough of a song, and I know that it's going to make the record, then we craft a lot more of the layers to it, which can then generate sort of counter melodies that become even, they take a forefront in the song. So yeah, we have to be able to throw songs away, throw ideas away, and let songs evolve as well. And it's a lot of fun, especially with acoustics and some strings, and it can still be an emotive experience. And that's what I really, we did it some on the last record, but on this record we're definitely we're going to record quite a few acoustic versions.
Oh, awesome. So, and of course, your live rig. I've seen a few live clips. The live setup is insane. Are you planning on bringing all the lights and sets down here as well for this run?
Yeah, we are bringing as much as possible to create what we call a demonstration. We call them demonstrations rather than shows because we want them to be sort of immersive experiences and an ability to bring people into our world, our narrative, in addition to just the show experience. And we are bringing enough stuff that it's actually going to cost us more than we make. So it's certainly an investment. We usually have a live cellist and live violinist, but we are able to bring our cellists. And we are bringing video walls and content. We aren't able to bring one of my newest inventions, which is the cube that goes around the drums, that goes transparent and then goes opaque and has projection mapping. That was just too heavy for this time around. But the guys will be wearing the space suits with all of the cryo and everything. So it'll certainly be sufficient for our very first time down there.
Man, I'm so keen. It's pretty unreal. I at my age it's harder and harder to get excited. But I'm very, very damn keen to see you guys. And of course, I'm also excited about your tie-in comic with Marvel, which is massive. I mean, how did that come about?
So, as you may or may not know, there's the Starset Society, which is sort of the overarching group that Starset is just one of the mouthpieces of, promoting its mission, which is a look at science and technology and how it's affecting our present and near future, in ways positive and negative. And everything else is an outcropping from that, including Starset, including the narrative, which there was a novel surrounding, and then now a Marvel partnership that builds off of that. And the creation of that partnership was sort of a long process of meetings and explanations of missions and goals, and to have excited them to the point of a partnership for a graphic novel is wild. And that is such a crazy huge brand, and I don't know of any other band that have ever had such an opportunity. And it's just like my nature immediately to hope that it's successful enough that it can be an ongoing thing where there's serialized science and sci-fi based narratives where we can really build something cool. So I'm hoping it works.
Oh man, I've seen a couple of shots and it does look amazing. And has there been talks of maybe turning into a movie or even tying it into the Marvel Cinematic Universe or anything like that?
Yeah, in my own talks with friends and such, I certainly have thought about how amazing that would be. That's sort of the end-all goal. You can't really beat that. So we would love that, and tying it into Marvel, I guess that would be up to them. Hopefully, that would be. I mean, that's just timeless, really. Legendary. So who knows?
Oh, I really hope so too, man. Come on, Marvel, pick up your game, eh? I'm actually going to go see Spider-Man: Homecoming today. So I'm pretty pumped. So actually on that, man, who would you get to direct it if you had any choice out of anyone that could, take your baby and put it on the screen? Who would it be?
Well, that's actually a great question, and it's also it's impossible to answer that without immediately hearing just the judgment of thousands of people. Because, as cliche as it may seem, J.J. Abrams, when he's on his A game, would be pretty great. But Ridley Scott would be amazing. I'm not sure. Even M. Night, I don't even know how to say his last name, Shyamalan Ding Dong. He's had some amazing fails and also amazing, wins. And if you caught him on his absolute A game, it would be something awesome. So that's a good question.
Yeah, no, you are right. You are right there. Or what about Christopher Nolan?
Yeah, absolutely. Like Interstellar was unbelievable. He did that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
There you go, Marvel. Back that truck up to his house and make it happen, hey? Yeah,
that truck of stacks of $100 bills.
Yeah. That's it, man. That's it. Well, dude, as I said, I'm really damn excited to see you guys two are here next month. And thanks again for taking the time to hang out. And we'll see you and the guys at the Triffid. Oh, man, the Triffid on August 9, which is an amazing venue.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.